Alright guys, hey, what's up? My name's Samuel Evans, and I'm here. You may have seen me on like TikTok or YouTube, where I make short form content, but today I'm going to try some long form. So today we're going to be talking about legalism versus licentiousness and why neither is good. So first off, licentiousness. It's like a big old fat word, and we got to figure out what it means. So in the Webster Dictionary, it means lacking legal or moral restraints. So in a Christian standpoint, that means like doing whatever you want and doing sin just because you have grace from God. Like using the fact that you're saved as an excuse to sin. So let me just get through a couple verses right here. So first off, John 14:12. I think I have it pulled up right here. Yep. Truly, truly, I say to you, whoever believes in me will also do the works that I do, and greater works than these will he do, because I am going to the Father. So basically what Jesus is talking about here is that that anyone who has faith in him will show it through their actions. So here in Galatians 5:13 it says, "For you were called to freedom, brothers. Only do not use your freedom as an opportunity for the flesh, but through love serve one another." Don't use your freedom as an opportunity to please the flesh. Don't use it to just do something that gives you pleasure. Like, use it for its intended purpose. So my next verse I got here, Proverbs 29:18. Says, "When there is no prophetic vision, the people cast off restraint. But blessed is he who keeps the law." Basically, what these verses are telling us is to show faith through our actions. It's basically just not using grace as an excuse for sin. And so now let's also talk about legalism. So legalism, according to the Webster Dictionary, is strict, literal, or excessive conformity to the law or to a religious or moral code. So in a Christian point of view, it means following God's rules just for the sake of the rules, just to follow the rules and not to serve God. Like, you follow the rules so much that you forget why you're even following them in the first place. So you need to have intention with why you're following the rules, not just follow them because it says so. So for example, if you're driving down the highway and it says minimum 60 miles an hour, but it's downpouring, you wouldn't drive at 60 miles an hour because you know it would be dangerous to other drivers. The reason for the law, for the most part, is to keep us safe. And so, even though if you drove at 60 miles an hour, that you would be keeping with the law, you also wouldn't be keeping the reason why the law is in place, to keep us safe. And it's the same with following God. If we're just following the rules just to follow the rules, instead of following them to serve God, because you know that he has the best in mind for you, then it's just about as good as not following the rules at all. So what can you take from this lesson? So first off, we need to do our best to follow God's rules. When he says that this is sinful, do all you can to avoid that sin. When he says do this, you have to do your best to do that. You have to remember why you're doing that law, like why you're following it. You're following it because you want to serve God, not because you just want to follow a rule. Or for any other reason. If you want to do it to disprove someone, if you want to do it for whatever reason besides to follow God, it's as good as if you didn't do it at all. Try to be a better Christian than you were yesterday, rather than trying to be perfect immediately. It's a fine line between legalism and licentiousness. So when you learn to walk that line, your faith will be as big as ever. And with that, God bless.